This is Moreno Valley Updates, April 21st to April 27th. This is Steve.
This is Danny.
Our driver of the week, we're going with Eric Bolanos. Eric is Buckeye now. This week we moved from Tonopah, just one exit up the road, to a yard in Buckeye. Eric has been with CPC since January 2021, and Eric was kind of instrumental in lining up this new yard, and he did the initial, spoke to them and sent some phone numbers and helped get that set up. So thanks a lot, Eric.
Right on.
For our new hires, we have Carlos Martinez. All these guys are going to be starting in Moreno Valley. Carlos is going to start on Tuesday. Alejandro Ramirez, he's also going to start on Tuesday. And Jan started last week. We're very busy here. And Jan, how much training did he actually do?
I believe like 3 days.
3 days,
About 3 days, yeah.
Then we had to stick him on back hauls. So thanks for stepping up to the plate, Jan. For our birthdays, this week, Jose Martinez. I didn't look to see how old he's going to be. I don't think some of these guys want me to say it.
He's going to be 21.
21 again. Jose does the relay out of here in Moreno Valley. Last week, we didn't do an update last week. There was just too much going on with the DC being closed, and Manny's funeral was on Saturday. So a belated birthday to Rigo. He had a birthday last week. For anniversaries, we got quite a few this week. Sheldon Baker up in Las Vegas at 9 years. Martin Garcia out in Eloy at 18 years. Kevin Owens hits his 1 year anniversary. He is in Las Vegas. Oliver Lumapat, 3 years. Oh, already 3 years. Wow. And Brian Toomas at 26 years. Wow. It's a long time. Take a look at the weather. Los Angeles, looks like it's going to be mild, 60s, 70s, so nice. Low chance of rain. Seems like it's rained here every weekend, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Which is good. We needed some of that water.
Yeah, there's definitely no shortage of water around here. Las Vegas, starting off a little warm in the 90s. Going to cool off towards the end of the week. Low chance of rain. For Phoenix, hot. We got high 90s already. Low chance of rain, cooling off. Looks like Saturday's a high of 81. Still warm.
Oh, yeah.
So remember, hydrate. Salt Lake City. Looks like things are going to be nice there. 70s, 60s, so nice. Looks like they get a pretty good chance of rain Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Seems to be a lot of rain up there.
Yeah.
We had a pretty good week for the injuries and accidents, as we didn't have any. Yeah, we did have some unreported damage, so some bumps and scrapes. Tyler will be following up with those of you who, something to keep in mind on unreported damage, which is we have no choice but to go back to the last person that didn't report the damage. And as somebody's name has got to go on it. So if something happens, just report it. For Smart Drive, there's been an uptick on obstructing the camera, which is putting that sun visor over the camera. Now, if you are using the sun visor to block the sun, I mean, that's legitimate. But when the sun visor is down over the camera at nighttime, then that's obviously just obstructing the camera. Now, once again, if you're obstructing the camera, we assume that there's a reason you're doing that. Typically, you want to use your phone or vape or something like that, which we can't do in the truck. So don't put that sun visor over the camera. I don't have a lot of announcements, just that we moved yards from Tonopah, one exit up to Buckeye. So we want to make sure that if you should happen to do a relay, if we need somebody to do a relay out of here to go there, you want to get that new address. Something to point out that if you do happen to go there, the actual truck entrance is not off that main road. You have to go around behind it and then into the truck entrance. There's Luma training. There's been an update in California where everyone who does any work in California has to do their harassment training. So that's online. It's been assigned, so you want to get in there and do it. A lot of you have done it already. Appreciate that. But we have to get it done, and we need to get your certificate uploaded. And that's if you're in Las Vegas or Buckeye. So you will all have to do it. The heat exhaustion, heat-related illness training is in Luma, so you want to get in there and get that done. You know, we're in that time of year where you don't want to be passing out. Danny, when you're out there working, it gets hot here. Like, do you have a routine for staying hydrated?
Pretty much, what I do is, I'll give them some Gatorades and some waters. I'll throw them in the freezer, swap them out. When I get home, I'll throw, some in the freezer or whatever. By the time I'm ready to use them, they're nice and cold. Water, it'll be nice and icy. I got a portable fan. It's a Milwaukee with a battery operated, actually a Makita, and it works pretty good. I mean, I use it inside that trailer, and it's a big difference when you use one of those portable fans. It helps a lot.
Well, how big is it?
It's pretty small. I'll send you a picture. It's not that big. It's probably about the size of this board that we're using.
So, like
now
maybe
for
a 1 foot by 1 foot, or 18
it's probably
by
about
18?
about a foot and a half by a foot wide, and it uses those rechargeable batteries that I use on all my cordless drills. The same one, same brand.
Right.
So it works pretty good.
How long does it run?
Oh, it'll run for a while. It'll run at least minimum. I would say probably about 6-7 hours, more or less.
Oh,
then
wow.
again, you're not unloading for 7 hours. So.
Right.
Yeah.
When
I get home, I just swap out the battery with another one and, leave the other one charging.
They have those at like Home Depot.
I got mine at Home Depot. Yeah.
Home Depot? Okay. All right. If anybody wants some more information about one of those portable fans, we can certainly email it out to you if you want.
There's several brands that you can get. Even Amazon has different brands that you can get a little bit cheaper. They work pretty good. What I do in that case is, I'll have a stack of totes and I'll put it on totes. As I'm moving inside the trailer, I keep sliding the tote so that fan is pointing right at me. And you'll be surprised it helps.
All right. Yeah, whenever I worked in the heat, I just, basically, water, Gatorade, and then I would, when they went in between the totes and the full case, I would just go inside their storeroom there and cool off a little bit. Definitely.
Also, what I do as well is, those stainless steel containers for water and stuff like that. I'll fill it up with ice at home. And as I'm going through the day, I'll put water in it, and you always get some nice and cold water.
Oh, okay. Another thing I used to do was I'd bring an extra shirt with me. And then, at some point you get so sweaty, your shirt's wet, you change that shirt into a new one. That really goes a long way towards cooling you down. So, there's quite a few things you can do, to beat the heat, and not be passing out in the trailer. Let's see, that doesn't say the training. I didn't really have any other announcements. Except I'm going to be off next week. Take a little vacation. Tyler, he booked the rooms this week. It's sort of a little training. So he will be booking your hotel rooms next week. And he would also love to get those calls at 11 o'clock at night. That's the best. Wake up from a dead sleep and try to figure things out. So, if you need Tyler's number, I think everybody probably has it by now. But if you don't, we can certainly I can text that to you if you don't have it. So my vacation, I believe the week after next. I think Mickey's going to be off.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the week after next. So you're going to be in here, right?
Most likely. I got to look at the vacation calendar.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he's going to be off, most likely. Yeah, I'll be in there.
Yeah. All right. That's about all I have for this week. Oh, if you're down here in the D.C., Ray will be down here during some days during the week. So probably see Ray and say hi to him.
Right on.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah. Well, I just want to throw this out there regarding the straps. Drivers, if you see straps hanging on the walls or on the floor, just roll them up, put them behind the rollers. You might not need them by that time, but the next driver that's going to be using that trailer, definitely he's going to need them. Just a quick reminder. That's all I got, Steve.
All right.